Hey everybody, Justin Worden at SMTAI International. You're watching What's New in Electronics. My guest today is David Paschall at Calcuquote. How you doing, David?
Hey, I'm doing great. Glad to be here. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. This has been a great show. I've been seeing people walk all over. I've noticed your booth has been very, very busy.
Yeah, it's been very busy.
But Calcuquote has been making a heck of a name for itself over the last few years. Why don't you just give us an introduction for those that don't know what Calcuquote's all about?
Okay, Calcuquote is a supply chain solution software for electronics manufacturers. We help manufacturers with everything from cost estimation to component sourcing to purchasing, planning, mitigating supply chain challenges like obsolete parts or parts that you can't source from supply chain, etc.
Now, that's what you guys are known for, but I also know you guys are constantly innovating and working on new projects. Is there anything new on the horizon you want to share?
Well, what we've just released is something called MSP, Material Supply Planning, and MSP is helping manufacturers mitigate the challenge of having too much excess inventory, which ties up their working capital. And what it does is it helps you understand what you have in stock today, so what you can build, what can I ship, what can I build and kit and ship, if I buy components that are readily available in supply chain, what can I do if I cannibalize components from another kit, what could I do if I rearrange my delivery schedule slightly. So we've had several customers buy this product and implement it. They've been using it for a few months now. They're shipping more than ever.
Yeah, what it sounds like you're really providing them is a resource to just organize their process a little bit better and streamline it, which in the end is going to save them some money, and if more product goes out the door, they make more money.
Yeah, it's order and fulfillment optimization. So they're just optimizing the schedule of when they're building whatever part.
Now, my impression is that when people come to you, it's probably because they're in some sort of state of need, right? You know, I'm not going to say it's too late, but it's like you guys got a lot of work to do and you got to do it very quickly. What advice would you give to someone that is maybe starting an operation or setting up a new process, or when really should they reach out to Calcuquote?
Yeah, I would say a couple of things. You know, when you're changing personnel, that's a good time to start looking at changing systems too. And we see a lot of that. Somebody's supply chain lead leaves and all of a sudden they don't have as much internal expertise in supply chain and human capital internally, so they start looking to external resources, automation, etc. I also think if you just want to get ahead, if you really want to apply the practice of Industry 4.0, continuous improvement, etc., and you want to look at ways to have a faster, leaner supply chain, to have more automated transactions while also having better, more strategic conversations with your suppliers, that's when you look to a solution like ours.
So I'm going to wear a different hat, so I'm going to be your customer here just for a second.
Okay.
You know, I work in manufacturing. I know we need something, but I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the software side. Like, how does Calcuquote kind of bridge that gap between someone that just focuses on this particular thing, but they know they need your help, they just don't even know how to ask?
Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of our customers are obviously very technically sophisticated, but some of them are sophisticated primarily on the hardware side, not so much on the software side. Fortunately, we have more than 10% of our headcount are professionals from the electronics industry. So they've either worked in manufacturing or they've come out of component distribution. And so we know how to talk our customers' language. We use terminology they're familiar with, and that's because we know their business.
Yeah, I mean, to summarize that, what you're saying is don't be shy. We're here to help you out. There's things you know that we don't know, and there's things we know that you don't know, and we'll bridge that gap and we'll make it a very easy onboarding process. But for those few people that are watching this and that are learning about Calcuquote for the first time, what's the best way they can get more information?
Go to www.calcuquote, that's CALCUQUOTE.com.
Wonderful. Hey, well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I know you're a busy man today, so I'll let you go.
Thanks.